How to become a doctor. Good morning, I'm Dr. Ebony Lambito Alisa de Besa, and we will discussing how to help you become a doctor, or if you know someone who wants to become a doctor. So I will be discussing about the requirements and also the important factors that should be taken into account in order for you to achieve your goal. So what is the motivating factor for you? Think of a reason for you to push through medicine and have that motivation, especially during times that you will face difficulties, even during med proper or clerkship or residency. So for me, my motivating factor was that before I took medicine, I was actually graduating in nursing at Iloilo Doctors College. Wherein, before my graduation, my father died of pancreatic cancer. So that is a turning point in my life because before he got sick, everything was planned that I will go out of the country to pursue my nursing course. I mean, as a nurse, basically. So when we received the news about my father having cancer, it was overwhelming, and everything changed. So he was actually my reason why I took medicine, for me to help my fellow relatives. And this time, I know what is happening if ever my immediate family will have any concerns about health. So we proceed to the requirements in taking medicine. So first, you have to have a 4-year bachelor course, to have a pre-med course. So 4-year bachelor course. You don't necessarily have to have medical related like nursing, bio. Any 4-year bachelor course can actually be qualified to take the National Medical Admission Test. So after graduating in college, you take the National Medical Admission Test that will usually given in my time before New Year, or there are also during summer, April, May. You can find it in the internet. You have to research about the schedule of the National Medical Admission Test. After the National Medical Admission Test, you will hope that you will get a higher score, like for prestigious schools or schools within the top 10 in the physician licensure examination, like in my school, like West Visayas State University Medical Center. Usually the passing during my time is 60, but it is very helpful if you are having score of 90 and above. So after passing the NMAT, or National Medical Admission Test, you will have the panel interview, wherein a group of doctors, consultants, will ask you several questions that you have to answer in order to convince them that you will be enrolled in their school. Then, after passing the NMAT and then the panel interview, you will then enroll in the med proper. So you have 4 years medical proper. Clerkship or clinical clerks will be included in the 4th year during the med proper. So after clerkship, you will graduate as Doctor of Medicine, but you are not yet licensed. You will still have postgraduate internship program. That's for 1 year. Then after PGI, you will review for the physician licensure examination. And then after passing the physician licensure examination, you will then have your pre-residency. Usually the pre-residency will take like 1 to 2 months. depending on your specialization. And after you are qualified, you will have your residency training program. Residency training program will took like 3 to 5 years depending on your specialization. Like for example, me as resident psychiatrist, we have 4 years in our training. Internal medicine and pediatrics have 3 years in their training. Surgery have 5 years. OB have 4 years. Radio have 4 years. Also, ANES have 4 years, and so on and so forth. So after your residency, you will take what we call diplomate examination. So there are a lot of examinations in the medical field. So after diplomate examination, you are qualified actually to take sub-specialization if you want. But if you don't want to, you can actually continue your private clinics as consultant now as a diplomate passer. And then you can actually admit patients in the hospital if you are a diplomate passer. So after subspecializations or after diplomate, you can have your fellowship, but the time you are already a consultant. There are questions like, for example, if you really want to work during your medical course. I actually tried to be an online tutor during my medicine proper. However, during my 4 years, there are difficulties in balancing my studies and work. So I preferred to focus on to school, because you have like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. schedule weekdays during your medicine proper. So it's not like law that in law proper you can work in the morning and then study or have classes in the evening. So you will be a full-time student, especially if you're taking a medical course. So after your medical course, in PGI-ship, there are institutions or hospitals, if you will be applying to them. There are allowances, but there are also hospitals that you will be given food allowance only. So during residency, you're actually working already, but you are in training. You have a wage or your salary income, and you are in training. Any questions or inquiries, you can just comment below, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.